Hey everybody, welcome. It is vlog time.
Hello, Mr. Pear. Looking all cute. Can I get a cool thumbnail?
It's Wednesday, the 26th of January, 2022, 5:35 p.m. It is sunny as all hell outside. There's the one problem this time, now they got rid of all those trees, is the sun comes blasting like you can barely see in the kitchen. So it is Tournament of Toasties Sweet 16 Round 2 time, and today we're going to be doing some gourmet cheesy goodness. I'm very excited about these, but I think we're going to have a difference of opinion and a real rough time picking a winner. We'll talk about that in a second. Haven't really seen any movies, so I can't talk about that too much. Maybe I'll get into updates on my Xbox and all that, like what I've been playing, because I've been playing a lot of games, and I'm working on upping my gamer score. Granted, I'm mildly cheating. I'm not really cheating per se, but I looked up a YouTube video about like simple, quick, easy games, and this guy also has like walkthroughs, so I played like an entire game watching his walkthrough in real time and playing it, and just got like 1,000 gamer score in an hour. So kind of doing things like that, but we'll talk more about those games in a minute. Mary should be getting home any time. Obviously I'm running in a little bit late. We have a little bit more prep we have to do on groceries today. I should be finishing my Guardians of the Galaxy Let's Play today as well, or tomorrow if not today. I think Mary and I can review one thing, because we should be getting to it. Well, not Book of Boba Fett, because we do that on the pay side, but we've been watching some documentary stuff. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We got one episode left, and we definitely want people to know they should watch it if they don't know. I did pull the trigger on ordering a custom Xbox controller. We'll unbox that in a vlog when it happens. Just giving you a hint. I got a little charge station. Just a hint. But you know what? Let's get to the cooking and let's get to the food, because I gotta saute some stuff and that's gonna take a little bit of time. So let's cook. So as usual, just in case it's your first time seeing one of these, I just want to give everybody the reminder that there's time codes, by the way, if you don't care for the cooking or whatever. You'll see little chapter stops in the time bar, or you can go in the description and click on the blue numbers. You can jump past or to or skip or whatever you want to watch. So I just want to let you know about that. Sometimes I get them a little late on the video, but we'll see. So anyways, we did this thing we're calling Tournament of Toasties. Mary had that great idea for the title, where we got this Food Network magazine a while ago. I love my Food Network. I love my cooking. And I like making soups, but this has 50 grilled cheese in the back. Now, if you Google or whatever, Bing search Food Network 50 grilled cheese, you will find an online article that is almost identical to this one, so you can kind of do your own thing. So we went through 32 of these gourmet cheeses, and we kind of pitted them against each other and came down to our favorite 16, and now we're here doing that. So a couple of weeks ago, we do one every other week. A couple of weeks ago, we did the classics, and we picked the winner there moving on. So I guess you got that video to look at. And I don't remember the numbers or the proper names, so looking through Mary's beautiful notes. And yeah, we did the bacon and tomato versus the diner style, and the diner style won. I had trouble deciding. Mary was still meh on bacon and tomato, but she doesn't really like tomato, so there's that. All right, so today we are here to make the number 10 on their list, the Swiss mushroom. We're gonna spread Thousand Island dressing on 2 slices of rye bread, sandwich with 1 slice of Swiss cheese, some sauteed mushrooms and onions, and another slice of Swiss cheese, and we cook, flipping once until golden. And hi, Mary.
Hi.
And then we're gonna put that against number 16, the Goat Cheese-Peppadew. We're gonna mix half a cup of cream cheese with a 1/4 cup of goat cheese, my favorite, and 8 chopped Peppadew peppers. Sandwich 1/4 of the mixture between 2 slices of multigrain bread, cook, flipping once until golden, and use the remaining cheese mixture for more sandwiches. Yeah, baby. So we do have a little bit more work than usual here today. Let me just go back on the notes and figure out. Okay, so originally Swiss and mushroom went up against the Italian. And Swiss and mushroom won, and Mary and I agree. That's all that's in the notes. So let's see, then where's the, okay, so the very first thing we ever did was the number 9 ricotta and garlic versus the 16 goat cheese and Peppadew. Where was 16? Eric and Mary agree. Not a whole lot of notes going on there. Now,
We didn't fuck up a lot.
yeah, true. And we're gonna improve this even more this time, because last time I sauteed onions and mushrooms, I just did a little butter in the pan, sauteed them up, found a cool little recipe to zhuzh them a little bit more. We're gonna do a little garlic at the end, we're gonna do a little salt and pepper, as I probably should have done, and we're gonna hit it with a little Worcestershire on the mushrooms when we start. So,
Is that the Italian dressing?
Sorry?
This is the one with the Thousand Island dressing?
Yeah.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Yeah. Are you questioning me and my grilled cheese abilities?
No,
All right.
this is not a grilled cheese issue. This is a flavor combination issue.
What? Worcestershire's just kind of a nice deep flavor into the mushrooms. We're just using like 2 tablespoons on a pound of mushrooms. It's not,
Okay.
not like making it heavy. Anyways, multigrain we found, we went with this. And the rye, we went with this. Nice marbled rye. We tried to get some stuff to make Reubens, because I make a mean Reuben as well. I got a pound of white mushrooms. These are the Peppadew peppers we found, sweet and spicy. They're quite tasty. I got some of my favorite brand of the goat cheese here. We got Kroger Deli Swiss cheese, the classic Worcestershire. We got our Tillamook salted butter for things we're gonna do. It does say use Vidalia onions, sweet onions, that's what I did anyway. It says use a large one. These are medium, so I'm gonna use 1.5 of those. And then I only could find Kroger brand Thousand Island dressing when I went to the store yesterday. I'm like, it's probably fine, but it's not great. And I haven't learned to make my own yet. But then I came home and found, hey, I have a bottle that's just barely expired, so it's fine. Well, you know, that's a sell-by. You know, why are you laughing at me? You're the one that taught me to...
I know.
I used to be very stickler about that, but I've learned to be a little bit more lenient. Anyways, this is a much better
I
Thousand
taught him to
Island.
be a bachelor. Oh my god.
Yeah, wait, you did that wrong backwards. And I got some Philadelphia cream cheese. I was letting it sit out when I had the shades opened because I forgot to set it out when I went to shower. Got to mix these cheeses together, so I wanted it to soften. Also, this recipe says 3 garlic cloves at the end, but these two puppies are huge, so that's plenty. So we need to prep our garlic, prep our onions, so we can get all that cooking. Need a little garlic thing. And again, take off my ring just so I don't get it all dirty and stuff. And first things first, let's just mince this garlic down. And again, I don't claim to be, especially first I'm here, I don't claim to be a pro chef or anything. I consider myself a cook. I just really love doing it and learning. And you know, my techniques are getting better at times, but they're not always the best. So, you know, you'll see that sometimes I have proper knife technique. Sometimes it's not as good as it should be. But I just try to go a little, you know, I'm not trying to do this in the speed of the kitchen. So I go a little bit slower and, you know. And yeah, and I appreciate that everybody's really digging these. I've gotten a lot of good feedback on bringing the vlogs back. Again, they never really disappeared. They just went behind a paywall. So I'm just pleased to be in a place where more people are seeing them. I make less money on them, I guess, now, but that's fine. This is pretty good garlic. I'm kind of excited about this. But again, since this is going into a onion mushroom mixture, we're gonna wanna kind of get this down fairly fine. And a trick I have not tried is if you want your garlic to not be sticking to your knife so bad, you can salt your knife or hit a little sea salt or something. I don't know if it's sea salt or kosher salt. Probably just salt in general. But I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Yeah, doing this and cutting onions, that's pretty much, and dicing those peppers is about the only prep we really gotta do. The peppers will be easy. And the onions we're gonna do in strips, so they're not too bad. And of course we got a stainless steel for sauteing. Help with the browning, the caramelization a little bit. It's not necessary, but I prefer doing it that way. But I'm excited to sit down and watch Boba Fett with Mary and this documentary, finish that up. I'm excited to finish Guardians of the Galaxy, which again, I'm raving is just a fantastic game. Can't recommend it enough. Maybe we'll go through this one more time. All right. Almost there. And I do miss having Food Network on where I can hear it while I cook. Also, man, I've got some other cheeses and stuff. I'm so tempted to just get in here and make more sandwiches than I should. Okay. I'm gonna say that that's good enough for me. I like garlic, like I could just eat raw garlic. Actually, I think I might be making this up. I might have dreamed this. I think I saw something about like pickled garlic cloves or something. And that's something I should look into. All right. See what we can do here about getting this into our little ramekin. As we do. I like that this is kind of just a lo-fi, chill kind of thing that people kind of enjoy. Apparently, kind of relaxing for some folks, which is strange because you wouldn't think any... Judging from the majority of my YouTube content, it's just odd to me that people have found something I do relaxing. I tend to be so high energy, but I appreciate that. And I appreciate that a lot of you are watching through like the full cook sessions. I was not sure about that. So I think that's pretty cool. And again, I'm always open to suggestions or your thoughts or like if you did something different, you know. Like as a matter of fact, I just had a thought the other day. Well, I was watching, God, what's the Good Mythical Morning Kitchen guy. He does his own kind of shows now. Anyways, they did their own kind of grilled cheese test just the other day, and I don't think their method was quite as scientific as it should be. But they said they prefer the butter and pan method over the mayo because they like that buttery taste you get. And I was like, well, I guess that's kind of fair, but I like the more tangy, tarty, eggy flavor of mayo. But then I thought, you know how we showed you my buddy Otter, Chef Otter, his method for mayo inside and outside. I had a thought I'd like to try where we do the mayo on the inside with the American cheese, but then butter in the pan on the outside. Kind of make it best of both worlds, if you will. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and toss this cream cheese open a little bit more so I just realized that cardboard might be helping it retain some chill. Need to rinse my knife off. Wipe my board down real quick. Nubs in the compost jar. Let's see, come on, get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way! I gave my knife a little bit of a sharpening before we started. I didn't bust out the full-on sharpener that I probably should yet. But like the big stick thing, I don't know what. The big stick thing, you know what I'm talking about. Use that. Oh, fun fact too, I did not do this on camera, obviously, because I do cook for fun, just for fun at times. Not that it's like something that's terribly difficult, but I took my first ever crack at homemade guacamole a couple of days ago, and you know what? Especially for my first time, turned out pretty damn fantastic. And then it went real nice on these chorizo tacos I made with these homemade pickled red onion. I was a happy camper. All right, let's get the onion ready. So we'll do next. And this starts getting a little bit easier from there, so, or a little bit faster at least. Okay. Do. Turn that.
What's nice?
Ooh, it's dinner time for the kids, huh?
Yeah.
They're gonna peel some.
What's nice? I know you want nice here.
Tiny layer back.
Come on. I know. Come on.
Paper off.
TV.
Yeah, we got some sweet kids. Some sweet cats. Speaking of cats, go Big Blue. That was a hell of a game the other night against, or last night for me, against Mississippi State. Hey, you know what? I don't care. I can talk sports if I want to. It's my channel. I gotta break the rules. Let's clean some of this out of the way here. We'll get these other onions ready to go. This is the one part. Now see, you can obviously buy pre-peeled onions in the store. I mean, I still recommend taking a layer off just because, you know, you don't know what people have been doing or anything. But recently, I used to buy peeled onions all the time. And then I actually paid attention to the price. I don't know why I had never done that before. because I wasn't paying for it. Mary just rightfully hollered. I know you can hear her if she's on the couch. Thank you for the feedback on that, everybody. I don't think you can hear her from down in the basement, though. Yeah, like peeled, it's like generally like $2 a pound or whatever versus the ones still in the paper are like $1 a pound. I'm like, oh, that is a tremendous difference in price. Enough to be worth doing the physical work yourself and dealing with the paper yourself. I was like, yeah, that's like, when it's double the price, I'm like, yeah, okay. Especially as much as I go through onions. Let's get us another half here. We'll leave that in the paper. We'll put that in a Ziploc a little bit later. Okay. We'll probably make fairly quick work of all these, by the way, once we get them ready to go here. That's not enough. I need to take a layer off. Oh, that feels like too much of a layer. I got the... All right, I'm doing a real poor job here. Real poor job. You know what? Yeah, let's just go ahead and use all of it. I think that might be wise. I'd rather have a little more than not enough, you know? So let's actually prep this one too. Especially because these didn't really have a thinner outer layer. I'm having to take kind of a big chunk off, bigger chunk than I wanted to. All right. Yeah, here comes the sting. Ah. Really happened with that one, but that doesn't have any root on it. I think that's part of it. I don't know. I don't know exactly. I've heard all the variations of what causes it. I don't know what's true. Let me clean off my knife. Right, and I'm gonna wipe that shite off the board. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna get in here and start stripping these up. You can kind of go with the normal of the groove. This one's a little bit tricky because it doesn't have a root where I wasn't planning on doing this. But I can tell sharpening my knife up seems to have helped. And I got a little prep bowl over here. Yeah, just break them up into strips. Make sure I cut deep enough, I guess. Looks like I got a little close in some spots. I mean, we'll break more of it up in the pan, but I do like to get it started here. These are some tiny onions. Yeah, okay, there we go. Good thing I like the smell of onions. And garlic, cilantro, and tomatoes, and jalapenos, lime juice, and salt, cumin. Oh, now we're talking about, we might come back and work those. Oh, shoot.
Lovey.
Alright. Well, that was not me. I don't have that kind of firepower.
That was a weak one for me.
Yeah, for you, that's true. That was more of an Eric burp for your style. We'll do the breaking apart after. Let's just go ahead and get them all going. Watch them thumbs, kids. Oh, got my nose going from my onions here.
This one's been busy doing stuff.
Huh? Oh, yeah, they've been working on the wall a lot the last couple of days. The sound wall they're putting in.
I like it when it goes really fucking cold to get started.
almost knocked my garlic. All right. Yeah, well, gotta do what you gotta do when you can do it, apparently.
Yeah.
Get off of my fingies. Hey, you, get off of my fingies. You know, doing this one awkwardly. Good. Oh, I gotta get that garlic. Okay. Whoa. No, I lost a little bit. Not a lot, just a tiny bit there. There we go. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, forget these now. Spot them. Yeah, I didn't want to drip a nose into the get right into the onions either. So, all right, there we go.
I think we all appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna cook it. It'd probably been fine, but what, you don't want to eat sautéed snot bubbles?
Not particularly.
Is that my new punk rock band name? The sautéed snot bubbles. Actually, that sounds more like an album title. All right, we're almost getting on the ball here. And again, pro chefs, pro kitchens, they're gonna want more uniform sizes, but I don't care. It's good enough for me. And that is just because apparently they, it cooks more evenly, but...
Oh, that would stand to reason.
Of course it stands to reason. That's why chefs have done it for decades. Since the dawn of time.
Which is 20 decades ago?
Yeah. Time started in 1979, don't you know that?
Uh-huh.
When I was born. I mean, that's how this works. The world revolves around me, so...
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were the leader of South Korea, or North Korea.
Yeah, I'm the leader of Butts Korea. That's okay.
Yeah,
Fail horn.
Jack, did you finish eating already?
Yeah, he is a speed demon. He inhales. He's like his mama and his grandpa. That'd be my dad. I don't know if your dad inhales. I think he eats normally. Oh, jeez. Good thing I actually cleaned the stovetops before we started.
He eats it right on the same speed I do at Sunday dinner. Alright, come here, Jack.
Okay, I shouldn't have picked up this many all at once.
You've got lots of stuff.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
It's a little bit harder to do when you got too much in your hand. I was trying to, haste makes waste. I was trying to overdo it here. Okay. I'm excited though. These are gonna be really delicious. And you know what? Other than maybe that hour of Guardians, which I can wait till tomorrow, I don't have any other work I have to do today other than this vlog, so kind of exciting. Can't start up my new game till Friday because it doesn't come out till Friday. Gonna do Uncharted, the fourth one, whatever that's called, but obviously that's been out for a while, but by some odd coincidence of timing, it's getting a remaster release, and that's happening Friday. So, cool. All right, probably should have chopped these down a little bit more, but again, good enough for government work. Okay. All right, let me clean up a little bit. We got one more thing to dice up real roughly here. See the towel. Do. Another red. All right, nope. I guess I need a little prep thing for these peppers too. A little ramekin would probably fit in here. We're only doing 8. All right, we got our little, I don't know what this is for, like drainage, I guess? I don't know. Gotta get around it though. Anybody know what that's for? I guess you can pour the juice out maybe. I don't know. Okay, there's one. I kind of forgot we had these. These are quite tasty on their own. You know, they got that sweet, tangy, vinegary loveliness. Let's see, it's 4. Here's the bigger ones. We might actually do 9 just because some of these are kind of tiny. We're going to basically treat this like the garlic. We're just going to rough chop it and get it done. You know what? Screw it. Let's... No, that's good. We'll go with that.
Whee!
Man, my allergies are just going. I've had a fairly allergy day, honestly. My eyes were watering like crazy earlier today and everything. I don't know what's up. Ugh. All right, where's my knife? Where's my purse? That's my purse. Okay, gotta be a little careful initially because they're a little squirty. And we don't want to mince this down too much. We do want some of the texture bite of the pepper. So I'd say we're almost there, actually. We're gonna go crossways, make them a little bit more palatable like that. And I guess where these kind of have a skin on them, you want to make sure you're really getting in there. Just break up some of these giant pieces. Actually, I don't like that. That looked a little almost rotted. I don't know that that's the case, but we're gonna play it safe and be sure since I spotted it. And here's a little bit more of it. I thought there was a little bit more. All right, cool. I'm glad we did a little extra then. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right. Careful doing this. It's a little, it's got my finger mildly almost, I'd say, slimy. Or I guess maybe because that was there. There we go. Probably should have cut that one big strip, but whatever. Okay. And there is that. All right. Now we're gonna start getting on the sauteing here. And cleaning that up too. Okay, no, let's actually do this over the sink. Okay, some actual water on it. Pretty much only need the cutting board for cutting the sandwiches now anyway, so. I'm having a bit of an issue. All right, dry that back off. We'll just flip it over. Boom. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna move these aside. Move that so we don't burn it. Let's get the pan on. I got a 3-liter pan here. I hope that's enough. We want a medium heat, I believe. I'm gonna recheck this just to be sure. Oh yeah. Dad's asking what's up. Cooking grilled cheeses. You? All right, let's see. I saved what I read today, so. Cook mushrooms over medium-high heat. All right. So medium-high heat then, y'all. And we're gonna do the mushrooms first because they're gonna put out a lot of moisture. We want them to brown a little bit, stirring frequently. Then we're gonna add the onions when the mushrooms are starting to turn golden brown. Okay. What utensil do I want for this?
Your metal spatula?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, all right, we'll use my baby. My favorite spatula. What? I love that thing.
I know. You're adorable.
I'm adorable, y'all. Oh. Okay. Alright, so now let's go ahead and work this cheese, start working this cheese mixture while we're waiting on this to get going. We're gonna want 3 tablespoons of butter for this. And I'm gonna need another stick of butter. By the time we get to the actual stuff, oh, the butter's all the way in the back. Dang it, Bobby. Hey, does that more cream cheese? How much cream cheese do I have? There's a regular. I got a lot of cream cheese. What is that? Oh, honey pecan. Tillamook cream cheese. All right. I'll see you, baby. All right. Extra stick of butter. So what do we want? Let's see. All right. Half a cup of cream cheese, quarter cup of goat cheese. So half a cup of cream cheese is 4 ounces. That should be about half this brick. Yep. I am good at opening things. There we go. Right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to go about here. I mean, this is not baking. This is not rocket science, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So there we go, about half that brick of cream cheese. Throw it back in the fridge. So it can mold like my last brick I didn't use all the way. Get the onion paper off the camera, phone operator. All right, 4 ounces of goat cheese. So, no, I'm sorry, a quarter cup of goat cheese. So that'll be 2 ounces, that'll be half this 4 ounce thing. Yeah. Approximately half of it. But I don't mind a little extra goat cheese because it's my favorite. There we go. All right. Off to the fridge with you. Spread you on some bread later, some brie maybe. Well, not the same time, but. All right, so we got those and we're gonna hit that with some peppers. Right? Cream cheese, goat cheese, Peppadew peppers. Yep. Just dump all that in there. Okay, that pan is definitely warm and good to go. We'll figure out the mixing of that in a minute. I want to get this going. So, all right, gonna be on the ball and fast like Bunny here. We don't want our butter to brown, so I should actually have the mushrooms open. These are ready to go. I don't have to wash them. I don't have to dry them. Okay. Now, let me double check my method before I do this. Now remember the Worcestershire. When does the Worcestershire? Okay. Doesn't say when to add the Worcestershire sauce. Do not burn the melting butter. The key is to stay close, have it ready to go. Cook mushrooms over medium-high heat. They produce a lot of moisture. In order for them to brown properly, they may be cooked over fairly high heat, stirred frequently. Uh-oh, Dad's wanting pizza. I want pizza all the time. And the onions, when the mushrooms are starting to add the onions when they start turning golden brown. Translucent, doesn't take long. Stir frequently. Add the garlic at the last minute of cooking. Reduce heat to low. Stir frequently. Garlic burns easy. What? Well, where does the Worcestershire sauce come in? I don't know. I'm going to hit it on the mushrooms at some point. But first, let's go 1, 2, 3, Yeah, see, like that already, that mushroom, that butter is way too, the pan's too hot. I should have brought the butter up. Fuck. But by getting those mushrooms in quickly, I'm keeping the butter from burning. So that was actually, I had no idea if that was gonna work. It's worth a shot, and it seems to have gone okay. But now we just wanna kinda get everything coated in the butter. Oh, that smells good already. The butter patty is almost melted. And of course, these will shrink up. Mushrooms shrink up as they release all that moisture. I don't know, maybe I was supposed to wash these. I hope not. No, I think that's just mushroom. Okay, cool. I usually don't, you know. Figure once they've been cut. All right, so. Just keep at this for a minute. And then like the recipe said, you want to stir these frequently so they don't burn. And that's what we'll do. Of course, the recipe I was reading is also like you take a pound of them and you cut them in half, so. Okay. I feel like we're starting to have these under control enough I can maybe hit some Worcestershire. Let me check how much she was suggesting. Even though in the rest of the recipe, she doesn't say when to use it. 2 tablespoons. You're a tablespoon.
Would you like to be a tablespoon too?
I mean, you do want them to set in the pan a little bit on occasion, I guess. All right. Come on, Worcestershire. Ooh. Oh, shit. And there we go. All right. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I might have added too much moisture. It's definitely gonna be harder to tell when they're ready. Whoopsie. Oh well. We will figure it out as we go. I hate when I find a recipe like that though. It says, hey, here's some ingredients you use, and then they don't tell you when to use that ingredient in the recipe. Smells good. I think they're gonna go more boily now than. Hey, look, we're cooking.
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah.
Meow. All right. And now there's a fly in here. Awesome. Hey, Jack. You come to get the fly for Daddy? Probably. He does like to hunt. Yeah, I should have probably hit the Worcestershire after near the end. Oh well. It will still do the trick. All right, let's confirm.
Ladybug on my couch.
Oh, maybe that's what I just saw. I thought I saw a fly, but.
What? You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Let me put you out on my other pants out in the garage.
There you go. You know, I'm almost wondering if I should like pour a bunch of this liquid out. Because now they really are. Hopefully I have not screwed the pooch. Usually I buy extras of ingredients. I don't have extra mushrooms. The thing is, these aren't really browning. You know, they're just gonna boil. They're just gonna soften. You know what? We can salvage this. We can do this. We can do this. I hate to dirty an extra thing here, but I'm not even gonna get rid of all of it. I just want to get rid of some of it. We can pour that back in when we're done. Although maybe not.
Is that Jew?
Maybe.
Did I pronounce that right?
Well, I think it's Aju.
Aju?
I think. I'm gonna throw a little more butter in there, though.
Anywho, I heard a nifty hack earlier today.
Somebody was coughing real loud.
No, not that kind of hack.
Get it?
Now, this is particularly good for places if you have tendency of losing power for your freezer. Is you take like a small cup of water, like a Dixie cup or whatever, freeze it, and then place a quarter on top of it. And then, should you get, if like say if you're, especially if you're on vacation or something, you come back, you check. If the quarter's still on top, you know everything's good. If the quarter's mysteriously in the middle of the ice, then you know you lost power, but it wasn't out long enough for your water to thaw out completely.
Yeah.
So whatever food you have in there is probably okay. If you come back and you find the water refrozen with the quarter on the bottom, you know the power's not long enough for the ice to completely melt.
Okay.
And you might need to toss the contents of your freezer.
Interesting. Needed a more you know rainbow. Actually, these are starting to look pretty good for
I
getting
was
the
thinking
onions
that
in.
might be something useful to put in your beer freezer.
Well, I don't really.
Freezer. Well,
I only use that to keep things cold, not frozen.
yeah, but again, if you were keeping meat out in there like you sometimes do.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're ready to add the onions possibly here. Let me look at this bullshit recipe she's given me. Add the onions when they start to turn golden brown. We're gonna lightly brown the onions and translucent in the middle. And these should also be stirred frequently. It doesn't tell me anything about changing the heat content or adding more butter. Married her Belchies.
Did it tell you to drain the juice off?
You weren't here for all of it, sweetie. There's been a whole thing.
Okay.
Don't backseat cook. It's not cool, man.
I wasn't backseat cooking. I was asking an honest question.
Because the thing is, you know, the recipe, I'll tell you since you weren't here, so you're on the same page. Where the recipe said that about Worcestershire, never in her description of how to do this does she tell you when to put in the Worcestershire. So I was like, I guess I put it in early with the mushrooms, but then I realized, oh, they aren't going to saute now, they're going to boil. So that's why I then was like, let me drain that off and
How much Worcestershire did you put
2
in?
tablespoons.
And that should be enough to boil your mushrooms.
Between all the moisture coming out of the mushrooms and that, it made it more liquidy. I might hit it with a dash of Worcestershire at the end, salt and pepper. Shortly after we hit it in the garlic. Alright, now I need to be working back and forth a little bit here. What did I want to use to actually mix this with? Recommendations, mixing these hunks of cheese, tools-wise.
Yeah. Depends on how well you're trying to mix.
Well, I mean, you want to really blend the 2 types of cheese together with the peppers and whatnot.
Good lord.
I mean, I'll figure out something. I just thought if you had something off the top of your head. I don't remember what I did before. Probably spoons or forks. Probably forks.
Probably forks. Or what's that one mixing technique I saw for doing dough, which is like knives or something. Kind of get things like mixed with the least amount of moisture possible. Yeah, I don't know, but I think forks and just like
yeah, like I'm shredding chicken or something basically. Which is still a technique I have not mastered, so. Maybe I should have just used a whisk.
I think that's too thick for a whisk.
Yeah, probably.
Hi, Aaron. Okay. Let's get here.
So of course we're just gonna kind of make this cheese mixture and jump back and forth between mixing this up and stirring onions and shrooms. You hang out with me too much, you're getting all random now. Okay, stir time. Man, this is starting to smell really good. And of course, we're kind of looking for those clumps of onions that still need breaking up as we're going through here. And you can see everything shrinking up decently. All right, cheese mixing. And again, if you got tips for mixing cheese like this in, you want to leave me a comment, I would love to hear it. But this is working out pretty well. I'm not sure I actually needed 2 forks to do it. Get my workout. Earn these cheesy calories. All right. I'm gonna say that is blended. Okay, what can I do next to get ready? I guess I can get some, next time I'll go ahead and get some bread out. We can pretty much prep that one sandwich completely.
Is it almost lunch time?
Huh?
Is it almost lunch time?
We still got a little bit. I know, I'm sad too. I'm getting pretty hungry myself. These onions still need a bit. Oh, Jack's going for the bug. So there must have also been a fly in the air. I think he might have just Daniel-soned that. Just grabbed it right out of the air.
What you got? Is that? There's a big bug. Oh, there it is. Not much left.
Oh, poor bug. But Jack is a mighty hunter. Okay, that is getting there. All right, so let's go ahead and prep this one sandwich so it'll be ready to go. So that is going on the multi-grain, okay. Ugh. Do. All right, we can get in here and get a couple of nice slices. Alrighty. Huh. All right. See what we can do with that. Kind of hard to mush it into the bread though, because I don't want to smush the bread too bad, so I'm trying to make it somewhat even. And this will likely goo out, so I don't want to get too much on the exact edges. Oh, I think that's way more than I'm supposed to use in one, but because I just looked at what's left and there's like leftovers are for extra sandwiches, and I'm like, leftovers?
And leftovers are a thing.
That looks like I'd have enough for a second one, so we'll call that there. There we go. So that grilled cheese is ready for grilling. Now let's get back on these bad boys, which are starting to turn a nice shade here. They're starting to soften and get a little translucent. And the mushrooms have really shrunk up. I might have should have got the onions in a little bit sooner. Getting there. A couple more minutes, 2-3 minutes on that maybe. All right, we'll start kind of prepping up the other one here. I really need to do some caramelized onions again soon, but that takes like a good hour. You gotta go real low and slow and really cook the onions through. All right, so we need a couple slices of rye bread. Be a much larger sandwich. Used to not be able to stand this bread, but now I kind of love it. Well, I wouldn't say love it. It's no baguette. I just want to know, you better know, you better know, you better now. I think this is where I'm supposed to spread some Thousand Island on each side. Does it say each side? Spread Thousand Island dressing on 2 slices of rye bread. Yeah, okay. Swiss both sides, mushrooms, onions in between. All right. And oh, is that how that's supposed to work? I guess that's how that's supposed to work. Okay, hold on. I can tell I need to give this a quick little swizzling. Oh yeah, some of those onions are really getting there. Yeah, actually, that's just about ready. That is not going to take much longer at all. All right, so let's get a little Thousand Island dressing on each one of these. Again, you don't want too much because you don't want it to be all sloppy. So I'm going to start kind of light and go from there. It's almost a penis. I'm a child. A happy child. Just trying to get a nice little thin layer here. Might have too much on this one, or I might have it just right.
Oh God. They gave them tiny carts
Gave who tiny carts?
on your guys' grocery game.
Oh, the tiny cart challenge. I know that one. Yeah, if I was a faster chef, I'd be more into doing that. I think those are going to be done before I can get this prepped. If you do too much dressing, it's just going to overpower the whole thing, so. I'm going to call that good enough. All right, get these little...
I just wonder if one of the guys has ever decided to do this and something to carry it.
Maybe. Try to get some of the whiter onions underneath so they can really get in there. Actually. All right, what we're gonna do now, did I put the mixture away? I'm just gonna hit it with a tiny drizzle, not a lot. That's good. Let's go ahead and hit this up with some salt. Bring out some flavors. Crack a little pepper in there. And let's go ahead and get the garlic toasting in there. All right, stir all that together. But now we gotta be really on it. We don't want that garlic to burn. And we're only going to do this for about a minute. And I saw something about Louisville basketball officially has a new head coach today. Apparently the one they've had has been a real scumbag. Probably should have got that garlic in a little bit sooner. Also looks like maybe I should have finally diced it a little bit more. Or minced it a little bit more. Ooh, looking around. But yeah, this is pretty much there. We just want to get that garlic incorporated and toasted a little bit. But yeah, you can kind of see the color of the onions and everything, so see my garlic is toasting. Okay. Let that go for just a second more while I get some Swiss cheese on. Now, of course, it says use a slice on each side, but this is much bigger bread, so it's probably a slice and a half on each side here. Or it might even be 2 slices. Let's see. Want to go that way or want to go that way? Let's go that way. Yeah, screw it. I'm just going to go 2 slices. We're not going to put these on because we're going to actually layer it over. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. I have to deglaze this pan today, but it's going to be worth it. Hell, I'm about tempted to just throw this mushroom stock back in there that I poured out. Hit it with some chicken broth, a little bit of herbs, and make some kind of soup. Pan soup. Hit it with some masala wine if I had it. A little mushroom pan sauce. All right. I'm gonna say that is good enough. Let's take that down to a medium. Get this down to a medium. Get these pans warming up. Maybe a little under, somewhere between a medium, low. That's a smaller burner. Let those get warm. I guess I'll get a little fork here, or a big fork, so we don't bring too much liquid over. Gotta give you a nice little good look at all that. Yeah, we made a lot. We got plenty of this, so. But again, you don't want to put too much on the sandwich because it'll just go everywhere. We might actually try using, we'll probably try using my buddy Mikey P, those fancy grilled cheese tongs he gave me. Try to make sure we get some mushroom up in there. Yeah, a little bit more on the onion side here. Ah, crap, I'll just hand pick those out, thank you. Come on, get over there. It's hot. Hot cha-cha-cha. All right. Let's get the other Swiss on top here. Okay, and bread. Line it up. Mush it in. We are good. We are good, good, good. All right, so it's time to make the donuts.
Is it now time?
Well, it's time to cook the grilled cheeses, so. But it will be soon butter assistant time.
Okay, let me get it in a second.
Well, I mean, not right away. I can handle the first side. All right. Oh, I didn't. Okay. No, it's not.
Good.
No, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I just need a new knife. I didn't see the.
Fine, everything's totally fine.
I didn't see the Thousand Island kind of drizzling down the other side of the sandwich, so kind of gooped up my knife a little bit. there. The first 2 pats of butter. Pan seems ready. I'm on spaghetti. Prep the next 2 pats so they're ready for Mary. Okay. All right. Oh man, we've been at this an hour already? Damn. Okay. Glad you had a snack, my dear. All right.
That's smart.
Yeah, you is smart. Let's butter up these pans. That seems awfully high. Oh shit, I didn't really let this pan get... No, that's fine. We're good. That one's gonna cook faster anyways. I forgot I had this one warming up already. There we go. Rest of that butter melted. Oh, I guess I should move the camera over so you can see. My bad. Come on, milk. And by the time I get the sandwich over there. Alright, so there's the next round of butter. There's the butter knife. There's this dirty thing. Mushroom in my mouth. Very tasty mushroom in my mouth.
That's not a euphemism, is it?
No, not this time. Okay. That is yummy. Alright. Gotta remember rye cooks up a little bit faster. I'm gonna take that heat down actually, closer to a medium low, just over on this burner. Okay, alright. Yeah, I have a feeling this one should be pretty easy to flip. This one we probably do want to see if we can make Mike's fancy grilled cheese flippers work. Where's the camera? Here it is. So as you see, it's kind of like tongs, so I can get in there, bump, bump, bump. Since there's lots of stuff to flop out there, it's probably a good idea. Make sure I'm good and over the heat here, since that's a much bigger sandwich. Whew, I'm excited. I'm excited. Grilled cheeses is happening. It only took an hour to get started on them. Let's see. In the meantime, we'll do a little cleaning as we go. It is trash day too, so I've handled most of it already. A little bit more to go. Okay. Yeah, we just waiting. I got a feeling this one's ready to flip already. It is, I almost burnt it. That's rye. That's why. Yeah, it's a little burnt. Fuck. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, grilled cheese gods. I mean, I do have stuff to make another one, but we'll see how this goes.
Don't burn the other side, we'll probably be okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Ay.
Or drop it everywhere. Drop it like it's hot. Do not drop it like it's hot.
Right. You know what? That worked out pretty well. Yeah, that's kind of... Eh.
I said, as long as one side's not burnt, it's a little easier. Just make sure that's the side you put on your tongue.
Yeah. Oh, this is perfect for flipping. I guess I've gotten good at doing my own buttering. Just munching, grazing.
I did a taste of it. I still not good. We still not good taste.
Come on, you can melt. You can melt, little guy.
Melt it like it's hot.
There we go. And yeah, baby. Perfect. Except honestly, the cheese is not melting in there quite as quickly as I expected.
Plates.
Oh yeah, you want to grab them? Blue and green. I don't trust myself now. Oh, geez. Okay.
Done?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was fast.
How high you get that?
Just barely over medium low. But I think also it's rye, because I mean, if you look at the bread itself.
Yeah, but char is char, and I can see char.
Well, fuck. I mean, I can make another one, but we aren't going to be able to taste them side by side at that point.
I think that one will work.
If it's really awful, yeah, if it's really awful, I'll make another one, but fuck, I haven't done rye in so long. It's kind of a bummer, man. Okay.
Why do you keep talking about doing mine? Sorry. That was a rice-a-roni.
What? How did you get to rice-a-roni?
Rye.
Rye,
I
okay.
have like first name.
How was I doing rye?
I was just like, I haven't done rye in so long.
Oh, okay. All right. Now it makes sense. Thank you. The best jokes are the ones that get explained. I think it's fine. Lots of stuff wants to come out of it, though.
Put my water out in the car.
Huh? All right, we should be there. We should pretty much be there any second now.
Hi, Jack. Are you here to help? Yeah, I'll this.
I'll help myself to it.
Come on.
Come on in.
I mean, it's definitely meltier, but it's not like... Okay, that's perfect. I probably could have gone a second longer, but... There we go. All right, let me bring the camera back over. You can see the cuts. Voila! One a little overdone, one a little underdone. I failed at grilled cheeses today. But the important part is the taste. So let's pop these puppies in half.
I think, okay.
What?
I was just wondering if that was a little too wide for a side slash, or a diagonal slash.
3, 2, 1, let's jam! Okay. And this one we're gonna go side on just because.
There we go.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, let's crunch. It has a satisfying crunch. All right, let's get some photos and some close-ups and we'll see what we got. All right, close-up mode. I mean, it more looks like a pimento cheese kind of deal, but it does look a little gooey in there. A little ooey gooey. Delicious and chewy. I hope they're not chewy. Ooh, that looks nice and cheesy and nom. Except I need to get away to show the mushrooms and onions coming out of it. There we go. I love you, but you did a pet peeve again.
What?
The towel used to wash your hands left over here.
I was looking for that.
The wet towels are what get me. It's fine. It's fine. I love her. She loves me. And trust me, she's got plenty of pet peeves for me too, I'm sure.
They're just the ones I dried my hands on.
Okay. All right, so you can pick which parts you want. Toss me the idol, I'll toss you the whip. And where do we want to begin? I'm going to begin with my hair being shitty today.
Let's start with this one because I think this one's going to have a milder profile than your other one.
Yeah, probably. That's not a bad call. Ooh, look at that. Look at that gooiness. That's pretty fucking awesome.
It's rich, but also a little refreshing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
Although
sweet from the peppers. Yeah.
it probably you would definitely not want to do it much thicker though because it almost did not heat through. It's still a little cool on the inside.
Well, it's melted though, so it's definitely better than it was. But that's a damn good sandwich. Don't eat the whole thing. Remember, you got to go back and forth. Oh.
You're like on your third bite. What are you telling me that for?
I was taking a nibble. That is fucking delicious. Now, hopefully this one's fucking delicious too, but I'm a little worried that I really did overdo it.
Which side is this then? Oh, that side. Now see that? What? Ah.
I mean, you know I'm looking for like a cheese pull thumbnail, so I was like, make a face. Well, one, the bread's not bothering me. Is it bothering you? Okay, that's good. I'm curious what you're thinking about this one. It's good.
To be honest, if this is the sandwich I'm thinking of, it's not as good as the first time.
Well, but what do you actually think of this? Like, I'm just finding it kind of subtle, kind of lacking.
Right. That's why I'm trying to think back to the first time we had it. And I'm
Don't get mad at me for trying to make more people get excited to see the video.
I just dropped a mushroom.
Jack will get it. I think it gets better as I get into it. But I am surprised it's not as flavorful as expected. The buttery onions are nice though.
Honestly, I think you could have gone a little heavier with the Thousand Island.
I'd agree with that. Yeah, but it's kind of lost in there. Jack, honey.
I mean, was there another mushroom Swiss that we had?
I believe so.
Maybe that's who I'm thinking of.
Might be. I mean, the notes.
Burned my lip just now.
Oh, burnt. What? Nothing's warm enough.
No, that's hot on the inside.
Is it?
Here.
Okay.
Yes.
The notes are in there if we want to see if we had another. Oh, my arm is.
You want me to do that right now?
No, I was just saying if you wanted to look and see what the other one was, but we'll do that in a minute. This one definitely has more cheesy, tarty flavor. That creaminess of the cream cheese with the tanginess of the goat cheese and the vinegar from the peppers. Pretty fucking awesome. I really like the other sandwich. But honestly, I think the goat cheese wins.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with you.
Wow. We thought we would be arguing about this one because of the mushrooms and onions, which are good. But Swiss is a very low flavor cheese, and she's right, it probably needed more Thousand Island. And luckily, the burnt is not an issue.
Yeah, I am. Either this is not the sandwich I remember it being, or it's just not as. How many times do I have to do this?
called having options, my dear. Anyway, sorry, what were you saying?
You keep doing it while I'm in the middle of the sentence.
Well, you know I don't need you to do more than like a split second, just look at the camera like, whoa, that's all I was looking for, but anyway, that's fine.
Shit, what was I saying?
I know we're talking about this.
Like I said, either this is not the sandwich I remember from before, or it's not as good as it was before. It's one of those two things. Because I remember we had mushroom Swiss that just really was like, oh my god, this is the best thing we ever put in our mouths when we had it. So.
I don't know. I'm gonna look. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and look. Okay. I don't want to read it out loud because I don't want to give stuff away. There was an open-faced pastrami that probably had that.
No, this was definitely a sandwich.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure it was like within the first half of what we did.
Hold on, I have to cut. My nose is. Hold on. Sorry, my nose is just crazy. So I think we're agreeing. Oh, I did a cursory look, and I didn't see anything else that would have been
Like this.
what she's saying. So maybe if we think about it, we'll go back and look in a minute. We'll go back and look at the video. Because again, that grows on me as I eat it. So I think you're right. I think if it had a little more Thousand Island. Yeah, maybe the other time I just used way too much of everything and that's why it was so tasty. I bet you that's what it is. I bet you I had a more light touch on these.
I wouldn't be surprised because you kind of went overboard on a lot of things last time.
But I didn't know because they don't tell you exact amounts on these things. I know, that's one, but that's better. And easier to make. Though Peppadew peppers are a little bit harder to find. Not impossible, just.
Thankfully we had some here from the first time we did this.
Well, I could still find them. I just would have to go to a specific store. It's not like an item that everybody always carries everywhere. I think I have to go to Meijer instead of Kroger.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe even a fresh market.
If I shopped there, perhaps. Oh, is that the Walmart thing?
No, that's the place where it's great.
Yeah.
Lansdowne.
Is it next to an Arby's?
Yes.
Oh, I kind of know where you're talking about this.
Yeah, it's a bit like high-end, fancier food.
Yeah.
You probably don't have children.
Probably not wrong.
No,
That's
I say
great.
that because I don't remember seeing like a lot of like kid-oriented stuff there. Definitely no baby food there. I was looking for something for my cat after I took him to the vet, which is insane. Long story.
I don't know, it just went weird today. Long story.
So
we're in agreement. Okay, goat cheese and peppadew. Now, one thing I can say real fast is also when we did the Swiss and mushroom, that went up against the Italian that time. So that might have also been like, it might have been better the first time, also just in context against the other sandwich. It's a thought, it's a possibility. Okay, we'll be back. We're gonna fill out our notes. I'll see if I'll look into that video. I gotta clean up this kitchen. And we'll have more to discuss in a bit. Oh, such a hard one. We just looked for the original video of the original mushroom and Swiss, and the best we can tell is it might have been a lighter marble rye bread that we used originally. Maybe. This was like the third one of those videos we ever made, and it was on Patreon even, so like, you know, way before we really had this figured out. And definitely used somewhere between 50% to 100% more Thousand Island on each thing, and definitely used more onions and mushrooms. Also used what did I? Baby Bella mushrooms the first time, not white mushrooms. I don't think that would make that big of a difference, so that's all we could really tell, but it was interesting to be able to jump back and be like, when was that? And find it, so that was kind of neat.
There's notes.
Yeah, exactly, see? She's awesome. Y'all know that, though. In other fun, random news, my pops called. He was messaging me during all the grilled cheese stuff, and he's like, hey, you wanna go to Lowe's? I was like, what? It just seemed really weird. Like, why is he calling me? That's unusual. We just messaged. It's like, oh, was something wrong? Technically something was, but apparently his refrigerator died. Yeah, so they can't get him a new one until Friday, but he ran out to Lowe's. He's going to go buy one right now. I just have too much work to do, but
I'm surprised Mary went go.
I know, right? She would have probably been the wiser person to invite. But he brought over, since we have so many refrigerators and I have an empty freezer in my beer fridge, so I kind of let him throw all his shit in my freezer. So again, the benefits of living so close together, very, very beneficial. But anyway, so that was a fun little story to tell. But now, all that's left other than finishing this vlog is either and we got a thing or two still to talk about, although this is already a long vlog, so I don't need to do too much here. I gotta decide, do I want to go finish Guardians of the Galaxy, which could be up to an hour, or am I ready to just sit down, fuck off, because it's almost 8 o'clock. I get 3 hours with her, there's at least 2 hours of show I want to watch. We gotta figure that out. We'll be back. Almost forgot to do this, gotta do this super short, but hey, so Netflix. We just finished it, highly recommended. No spoiler, hopefully. Yeah, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. No, it's good. Yeah. Mary's literally going to bed. I was like, oh god, no, we need to film a scene for the vlog. So, you know, Tiger King was awesome. Tiger King was great. Tiger King Season 2, really actually interesting. Takes a very different focus than the first film. And without telling you anything about it, because I don't want to ruin it, it's like shorter too. It's like, what, 6 episodes or something? It wasn't.
Tiger King 2?
Yeah, it wasn't a lot.
I've already forgotten a lot of what's in there.
But I mean, but it wasn't a lot. That's what I'm getting at. But really interesting is the other documentary. There's only 3 episodes, about 40 minutes each, and it's like the history or the story of, something like that. Doc Antle.
Who, basically the guy running the sex cult.
Yeah, do yourself a favor. If you have any interest in any kind of just like, whoa, what? Documentary kind of thing, even if you don't care about Tiger King, because it doesn't necessarily play into that too much, it's just more like plays in a tiny bit but not a lot.
Because when we watched the second season of Tiger King, it does go and kind of touch base with a lot of people from, you know, the first season. And after watching it, I went, wait a minute, where's that one guy that looks like
who runs the sex cult? Well, just no, her friend doesn't run the sex cult, not that we know of. What's it? Getting his number? No. That was a joke. That was part of it.
But that's kind of the reason why he's stuck in my head, because he looks like somebody I know.
Mary asked about his absence in Tiger King Season 2.
Yeah.
And then immediately after she asked, I was scrolling through Netflix. I was like, Mary? Apparently, he was so interesting, he got his own side thing. Now, vaguely spoilery, if you don't want to know anything, just 10 seconds. It's not as resolved as we'd like. It looks like things are still going on right now.
Yeah.
But man, those 3, especially the first 2 of those, are insanely interesting. And I mean, they tie into some stuff with like Woodstock and like the guru culture and cult culture, and it is fascinating.
There are hotline phone numbers at the beginning of the first 2 episodes, because it's kind of triggering for certain people.
It could very well be, because I mean, they get into it, and it's not, I'm not, but it is interesting. And again, also very much recommend Tiger King Season 2 if you did enjoy the first one. It's gonna put some things on their head, and you're gonna be like, oh. Like, I would love to tell you, if this was a cinematic film trilogy, like the 3rd part, I have a pitch for that would be just exquisite. But I don't want to ruin things for you if you haven't seen them. But again, this vlog's long enough, and Mary's literally going to bed. And I was like, oh my god, no, I wanted to talk about this documentary real fast since we just finished it. And of course, we'll do our Boba Fett review later, but as I call it now for the cats, Booger Fett. But why, Boba? Anyway. Alright, thanks. I'll wrap up in a minute, y'all. I'll see you in a second. Bye. And it is 12:04, Mr. Vloggerton. Hey, alright, so Mary went to bed. It's It's now a Thursday, I guess. I already edited my game play, but I gotta edit the vlog. That's what I was gonna do, so I can schedule it tomorrow and have the time codes, timestamps, the whatevers, man. But yeah, the documentaries are awesome. Boba Fett's awesome. I'm awesome. You're awesome. Wouldn't you like to be awesome too? I don't know. All right, so that rendered. That's good. Render that audio real fast. That should happen pretty quickly. Done. Go ahead and hit save. Exporting the final. The final Guardians of the Galaxy. Great game. Great fucking game. Lots of cooking in this one. More cool stuff next time. I'm gonna hopefully cook something fancy, although next week's gonna be a little tight for me because of stupid fucking speeding ticket thing, which is like, for those that don't know, I got a big old speeding ticket. I was speeding a little over normal speeds, but apparently I was in a speed trap of a construction zone. Also, ended up speeding even more because in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere, the cop decides to do like a rolling radar on me, even though he already got me on regular radar. It's like, well, pull me over then, so I'm not a nuisance. Anyways, he like, car comes out of nowhere speeding down the passing lane. I'm like, damn, they're in a hurry. Only they slow down and stop and ride on the corner of my back bumper, the worst place. Lights in my side view mirror, the whole deal. After a few minutes, I've seen enough horror movies. I'm like, I don't know what this creepo's doing. I'm getting out of here. So I put some distance between us. I have been actively working on not speeding anymore. I use Waze, and I have started to notice on long distances, if I go the speed limit or I'm like speeding like a crazy man, I still kind of get wherever I'm going the same amount of time. If it's 5 minutes down the road, that's one thing, although I'm trying not to do that there either. Anyways, it's a whole thing. The main thing is I was gonna say I'm guilty. They're like, well, we might take your license. The judge was really nice. He's like, tell you what, say not guilty. We'll look at your driving record, which I've had one other speeding ticket in like 20-something years, so it's really clean. And that way they can reduce it down to the number, so it's just a bad fine. I'm like, all right, fine. The problem I'm having with it is the first time it was a Zoom meeting, and now even with like cases skyrocketing around here, new records being set, they're like, the court's like, oh, we're trying to move to get everybody back in person. I'm like, yeah, fuck the convenient, cheaper, easier, better thing for everybody. So next week, anyways, I'm stressing about it because now I got to figure out where the hell to go in Frankfurt. It's not even here in Lexington, so that sucks. And you know, but like 9 a.m., which you know my schedule, that's bullshit. I was like, really? I couldn't just fucking zoom in for half an hour like last time? So I'm frustrated by it. When I haven't done something before and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm required, especially required by law, which luckily is insanely never happening in my life, that it really stresses me out. And that's on the day Jackass is out. So who knows if I get enough sleep or even have a license to take myself to Jackass afterwards. It's fine. And listen, you know, again, I thought I was doing like 5 or 10 over the regular speed limit. And for those that don't know, I'm not a distracted driver, and that's why I hate driving and want to get it over with, and I'm usually in a hurry because I'm uber freaking focused. So anyways, I'm just venting to gripe and give you an idea of like, this is not a common thing in my life. You know, when I was younger, there was a period when I had a few more speeding tickets, or, you know, just ran not afoul of the law. Like I'm not some like criminal something or other, and I'm not judging anybody because I don't know your story. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to sell this like, oh, this is just such a random regular thing. It is an unusual event in my life that's very frustrating, and certainly I deserve some discomfort because I messed up. But I'm just like, come on, man. Why is everybody trying to get everybody to go back into in-person shit? Like, let's knock that shit off, man. We don't need to. We've proven we don't need to in certain cases. Anyways, all right. That's just how I feel right now. I'm no expert on anything except, you know, sex. All right. On that note, I guess I'm going to shut up so I can actually edit this vlog, and we'll hopefully cook something really cool next week. I'm going to cook a lot of stuff probably in between. I was thinking about those leftover mushrooms and onions. I was like, I could cook that up with some roast beef and Swiss or pepper jack on some toasted bread. Then I was also like, ooh, or we could like toast up a baguette and slice it in half and hit that with some Gruyere and those onions and mushrooms. That would be awesome. Or, you know, I'm not gonna do a soup. I think I tried doing that once before, just without a recipe, and that was not a good time. Or pizza. I was like, ooh, kind of a French pizza, or doing the French Gruyere, French bread pizza, maybe. But then I'm also like, ooh, an omelet. Also, I'm wanting to make a Chicago-style hot dog. I got as good and close to the ingredients as I can right now, including poppy seed buns and the whole deal. My relish isn't neon, but that's about as far, you know, for a kid in Kentucky. I don't know how much of that'll make it into any vlogs, but those are the things I want to do. And now I've made myself hungry, so I'm going to shut up. All right, I'm getting out of here. I'll talk to you later. Okay, thank you for your support. Comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say. You got suggestions, anything you want to see me take a crack at cooking? Can't guarantee I will, but certainly suggest. Maybe I'll get in there. You got ideas, tips, tricks, anything like that? Love to hear it as well. Also, click the thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And again, I'm doing this handheld. I don't know how to do this, but we will get through this. We'll get through this together. I'm sorry, ASL people. Check out my music anywhere you listen to music. Look up Eric Butts, pop punk. You might like it, you might not. I appreciate you trying. And lots of stuff in the description below, and those links, ways to support, get more content. So click on all those links. Click the see more button to see more butts. All right, it's late. It's 12:10. It's not late, but I gotta go earn some Xbox rewards. I was gonna talk to you about Xbox. Let me do that real. Oh my god, I just did the whole spiel and I forgot to. I don't know. Sorry. Maybe I'll tell you later. Ask me in the comments. If you ask me in the comments, I'll remember to tell you what I was playing. It wasn't anything spectacular. I'm just still doing Far Cry 6. Precision of it was like a Monty Python-esque game. I don't know. It was kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta go. Sorry, I forgot I was gonna tell you about that. I'm just know I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. Rewards up the butt. We'll see my controller when it gets here. Apparently February 4th. Maybe not next vlog, but the vlog after that. All right. Thanks everybody. I gotta go. Bye.